One chunk of Chillingham does indeed have ancient ghosts, but the curious thing is they're happy ghosts, terribly happy, and I think that that area of the castle, which is a very specific area of the castle, is packed with sort of spirits who literally do not want to move on because they're so happy here. I live in the castle and I have a due passion for it. The castle has been through the whole of English history, really. It's been taken and vanquished. It's then won. People have trotted out from here to the Crusades. People have trotted out to all the royal households. The kings and queens have been here in every single reign, every single century since the 1100s. And so we really are a bit of old England. And weddings, well, rather like birds wheel around at the same time, and suddenly they move, you don't quite know why, you know. Suddenly all houses were taken to weddings, and we joined that flock, really. And our weddings, they're very, very different from other people's, because some people, I think we're ghastly, because we don't have the Holiday Inn feel. We don't have the gym and the sauna. But other people love us because we're a sort of chunk of history and something a bit different. But there's a price for everything, and if it's a nasty rainy day, we're not the ideal. But if we're a lovely day, it's as perfect as can be. And I love people coming here because when they come here for weddings, they come back for their remembrances and they send their friends here, and all that's very happy for us. How is the wedding organised here and use of the building? Really, it depends on what people need. Sometimes we have just people with their own family only, and then we can have sort of dinner in one of the long galleries, and that's very atmospheric and they're very happy. Sometimes we have 100 or so people and they can feed in our minstrels hall or our great hall, and we've got a wonderful courtyard which has very good acoustics, and we have singers and players there. And I think one of the most important things is our gardens. We have lovely gardens. I cope, I think, like a Prime Minister copes with foreign affairs by having a wonderful Foreign Secretary. And I've got a most marvellous lady. She finds out what people want. She finds out if you want a 4-course meal or a 6-course meal, or if you want sandwiches on the side. And she looks after your individual interests. And so whether you want a ball or whether you want to go out in the hills, Julie sorts that out. And you talk to Julie and you'll see what I mean. When I first came here, an exorcist came along and said there were too many for me to cope with. And 5 years later he came back and said, well, don't worry, because they're all fighting for you. And I think they sort of do fight to get the weather right. They fight for one. One has a whole sort of spiritual support. And so if you worry about those things, you find that you're very happy with it all. And if you don't worry about those things, well, you just have a beautiful house. My ghostly goings-on are purely supportive ones. I've been nothing but encouraged. I almost feel they're going to come and help me if I get attacked by the revenue or whatever. I feel they'll shrivel into their graves early. That sort of thing. I have great faith in them.
My name's Lindsay. I'm the wedding planner here at the Rendezvous Hotel. I've been here full-time for 4 years now. We're an 80-bedroomed hotel on the outskirts of Skipton itself, ideally located by the canal, the hills, Yorkshire Dales, easy access to everything that anyone could need. We do weddings, functions, events, conferencing. We also have an in-house nightclub, so everything that you could need under one roof. The Rendezvous has now been a privately owned and family-run hotel for coming up to 5 years in October. The owners have owned previous hotels in the past. They're a lovely couple. They do it together with their son.
My name is Malcolm Weaving. I'm the proprietor of the hotel together with my wife. We live here, we work here. The hotel was built in 1992, opened in 1992, and it was built with the lots of conferences and functions in mind. Hence we've got 7 or 8 different function rooms, going from a function room that you can see here that takes up to 400 people, right down to conference rooms that take 10 people.
Generally we do your traditional English couple wedding. We can do anything from 4 people, so just the bride and groom and the witnesses in a civil ceremony. We are licensed, we have 6 rooms that are licensed for civil ceremonies. We have 2 main function rooms. We also have the restaurant and conservatory, again for civil ceremonies, or the meal. So it just depends on the size of the wedding. Each wedding is treated individually, and we will recommend the rooms that are suitable to the size of the function. As the wedding planner here at the Rendezvous, I can do anything that is needed, as much or as little involvement as the bride and groom need. Everything from choosing the colour scheme with them, looking at table centres, I can go through napkin folds with them, different styles of menu, place cards, the table plan, the seating arrangements, absolutely everything.
Every wedding does require at least 5 meetings with the wedding planner, because initially they have the bride and groom that come and have a look at it, and then the bride's parents and the groom's parents, and then I's have to be dotted and T's have got to be crossed as regards the colour of napkins, the colour they want in the room, and everything else to fit their bespoke wedding. Nothing is impossible as far as we're concerned.
Each wedding is different, so we can build together a package, so to speak. Do they just want to hire a room to get married in and go and have their evening reception elsewhere? Do they want to have a wedding breakfast followed by an evening reception? Yes, we can do that, that's not a problem. We can do bedrooms, we have 80 bedrooms here. The bride and groom would be given a complimentary honeymoon suite. So we don't like to say that anything's set in stone, it's dependent on the couple and what they need, and we'll build that for them. Some of the benefits to having the wedding here, I think the main one would be that we are privately owned and that each wedding is treated individually. It isn't a package, it isn't here's a list, tick a box, what would you like? It's let's get a feel for the couple, let's sit down with you, meet with you as many times as you want, and find out really more about them and build up a relationship, a friendship with the couple, and find out their personal needs and wishes and what they expect. I think the main benefit of having it here is you get me from day one right through to the end, and I'm there at the end of the phone, day and night, whenever you need me.
Hi, welcome to Whitworth Hall Hotel. I'm Elizabeth Malpass and I'm the General Manager of the hotel, and I'll be showing you around the venue today. This country house hotel dates back to the 12th century and was converted to a hotel approximately 11 to 12 years ago, and is now a venue for weddings. The hotel has 29 bedrooms, 2 function suites and 2 restaurants. Both of the function suites are licensed for civil ceremonies, and then we hold the receptions in there. We also have a garden marquee within the grounds that's in the Victorian walled garden.
I'm Sarah Toner and I'm the Functions Manager at Whitworth Hall Hotel, and I work within the weddings team. Our largest function suite at the hotel is the Whitworth Suite, which can cater for up to 100 daytime guests and up to 120 for an evening reception. Here at Whitworth Hall we can cater for both civil ceremonies and civil partnerships. Both our function suites, the Whitworth Suite and the Durham Suite, are licensed for these ceremonies. The Whitworth Suite can hold up to 100 guests for a civil ceremony, and the Durham Suite up to 56 guests.
This is our Durham Suite, the smaller of our 2 function suites. It's licensed for civil ceremonies and civil partnerships to seat a maximum of 56. We then turn it round for a reception, which again holds up to 56. You then lead through into the conservatory. The conservatory is an ideal place for reception drinks after a ceremony before you go back through for the wedding breakfast. It's also an ideal private lounge area for your afternoon and evening guests. A bride-to-be would contact the hotel to book a show around to come and have a look at the venue. They'd be shown around by one of our weddings team who would show them the function suites, the bridal suites, talk them through the packages that we offer and show them the grounds for the photographs.
Most brides that look at Whitworth Hall are looking for the fantastic photo opportunities that we can offer with the Victorian Wall Gardens, the Deer Park and the Victorian Rose Arbour.
The grounds themselves range over 50 acres. We have 2 herds of deer here, fallow and red deer. You can hand feed the deer for your wedding photographs, the ideal photo opportunity for the wedding party. The wedding packages we offer here offer a wide range of catering options available for the bridal party. They can come in and try the wedding packages beforehand. We offer set menus, buffet menus, evening buffets.
We have a very diverse wedding menu. Our starters range from soups to prawn cocktails to a smoked salmon salad to terrines and toasted goat's cheese. For main course we offer you very traditional roasts, Cumberland sausage and up to beef Wellingtons. We
do on average over 100 weddings a year here. The brides usually come from the area, but they do range from afar, from Sunderland, Middlesbrough, Newcastle, or people who've moved away and are coming back to their origins to get married. I think the venues are fantastic for wedding receptions. The grounds are absolutely superb. You've got dedicated management on hand at all times to deal with any queries and to run you through the whole day.